Hi, it's Pinky here, and I've got a tip for you around night weaning. I've been asked lots of questions by mums about night weaning. Now, I've heard people talk about night weaning, and stopping breastfeeding at night at as young as 8 weeks. Please don't do that. Don't even consider it because your baby needs this night milk. It's, really important for their development and particularly for their brain development. It's also really important to do night feeds for your own milk supply because your prolactin levels, your milk making hormone levels are highest overnight, and you're going to keep those prolactin levels up, around the clock so that you have a good milk supply. It's going to support your milk supply. I've heard it's quite common to hear about babies not needing night feeds after 6 months. Well, actually, your baby might need night feeds right through the first year, and this can be around their development. It can be around the fact that night milk is very high in tryptophan, which is a precursor to serotonin, and we now know that 80 to 90% of our serotonin receptors are in our gut, and so, you're actually helping your baby develop good supply of serotonin receptors in their gut, which is going to be important for their good mental health, their well-being, throughout life. So this is really important for their development. Babies can need night feeds for a lot of reasons. Your crawling active baby might be distracted during the day, so busy focused on what he's actually doing when he's awake, the development that he's doing when he's awake, that he's burning those calories up, so he may be extra hungry for a little while. He could be having a growth spurt, could need some comfort or pain relief for his, developing teeth. So there's lots and lots of things that go on that wake babies up at night. And with your toddler too, we're going to go on to toddlers now because that is the age where, sometimes people are getting tired and they're getting sick of getting up at night or having that baby beside them, snuggling all night, snacking on the boob all night. So having a little think about what you want to do, and it's about acknowledging that it's not always easy for parents either. But I want you to consider, if I do night wean my baby and I don't give him breastfeeds in the night, will it actually stop him waking? Possibly not. He'll possibly wake up and you won't have that parenting tool to help him get back to sleep quickly. So have a little think about that. If your toddler's waking up at night, it's about thinking about what might be waking my child. Is he having some more, molars or canines coming through? Is this upsetting him? Is it because he's having little nightmares or dreams, because we know that toddlers have a bit more REM sleep, so they're starting to dream. What else could we do to help that? If he's teething, you can elevate his head a little bit. You can check out how he sleeps with a pillow or some folded towels under the mattress, just see how that goes, because when you're lying flat, there's more circulation to the head and jaw areas that can cause a bit more discomfort. Is he food sensitive? Could it be something like salicylates, for instance, which are naturally occurring chemicals and otherwise completely healthy food, but they're a little bit stimulating to some kids' nervous systems, and this can cause a bit of wakefulness. So berries, grapes, tomatoes, citrus, completely healthy foods, but they can be quite high in salicylates, and they accumulate over the day. So just checking out how much your child is having and whether you can minimise these or whether you can actually take them out. You can either reduce or you can take them out, eliminate for a few days. It's not a true allergy and it's dose related. So, you can eliminate salicylates. Have a look at the website fedup.com.au and put in salicylates in the search engine and you'll find foods that are lower and foods that are higher, and you can alter your child's diet, and it usually only takes a few days if it's going to make a difference. But, your baby's, say he's about 20 months, he's got his molars, he's got his canines, he's walking steadily on his feet, he's got his balance, and you're thinking, okay, it's not a massive developmental stage at the moment. I mean, of course, there's loads of development going on. He's possibly having a language explosion now, but, there could be a peaceful period where you could have a consideration of, do I want a night wean? Because I wouldn't be doing it with a younger child. They'll possibly just get really upset. You can try, and your child best, and whether they're upset or whether it's something a little bit cross about or whatever. But you can try around about this. So what you do during the daytime when your child's awake, because no point suddenly springing something on your child when he wakes up in the night. You know how we're all, when we wake up in the night and we're not really sure of ourselves and we're a little bit muddled for a little bit till we really get awake. So during the daytime, when he's playing, play lots of little games with water and cups and teapots and glasses, not glasses, plastic cups, unbreakable cups, and talk about full and empty. And once he grasps those concepts, as long as he knows about night and day, and maybe when the sun comes up could be something you might tell an older child, but he may not have that time concept of waiting till the sun comes up. Over 2 generally they can do that, but this little one, when he wakes up the first time in the night, you can just say, Boobie's empty. Cuddle till Boobie gets full. Cuddle while Boobie fills up, and the next time he wakes up, breastfeed him. But this kid, and then you can gradually stretch that out. You can, once a few days or so, when he's got that first nighttime Boobie, that he's dropped that one, you can try another one. He may start sleeping longer because he isn't getting the Boobie at night, so he's not getting a full bladder, so he's not, or you could offer him some water if you keep a sippy cup next to you. No, Boobie's empty, have some water. You can do that, but talk to him about empty and full, and then you can talk to him about Boobie's empty. Just cuddle while they fill up. And, this can be a more, quite a gentle, reasonable way. If he's really upset, obviously, they could get full very quickly and you could let him have a drink. And you'll know with your child whether he's ready, whether he's really upset, something's going on for him, that he still does need this nighttime boob. Or otherwise, if he's reasonably calm about it and just cuddles, well then that's fine. He's dropped that feed, and depending how many times at night they want to nurse. But if they're nursing quite a few times at night, think about what's going on for my child. He's not being a problem. Why is he waking? Not let's wean him, because that will stop him waking, because it may or may not. And then you may not have your nighttime tool. But, you can absolutely do that. And, maybe he can sleep with your partner. Sometimes if you've got a partner, if you've got a partner who's not lactating, maybe they sleep, maybe that other partner cuddles them at nighttime. So there are ways you can do it, but just being very gentle about it. But, the full and empty one is quite an easy way to do this. And I've had a number of parents who've done this, and it's worked really, really well. So that's just one little night weaning tip for you.